LOL.
There's audio they're like.
Yo can't hear shit, muted, everyone, it's saying muted across the board.
Are you still muted?
I don't know.
Maybe the stream loop with us.
What was that? Oh, it looks like we're back. All right. Anyway, like I was just saying, or at least trying to say, if you guys weren't tracking, if you didn't catch it, and if you're not following me on Twitter and Rumble and Telegram, then you guys should go hit up the description and follow me those places, because YouTube is in fact very, very temporary. I don't know if you guys have been following all the channels that have been having issues as of late. AI has been going on an absolute tirade of banning accounts on YouTube. So I would make sure to go follow me elsewhere, as I firmly believe that my time on YouTube is in fact heavily limited. I said some no-nos. Audio is crunchy as shit. Dude, just can't win. Just can't win. How bad is it? Whoa, it's super crunchy.
Shit.
Stand by.
Dude, just can't win.
Dude, that's like super crunchy. Levels of crunchy. Audio's borked. Audio's based.
You don't stream for a week and look what happens.
Yeah, right. Stand by.
I don't know, try to say something else.
Testing, 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2, testing. No, it's crunchy as hell.
What in the ever
Testing. 1, 2, testing.
Yeah.
Testing. No, it's crunchy as hell.
We're never gonna win.
It's been a week, man. Of all the weeks, it's been one of them. Turn it up, make it more crunchy. Just after careful consideration, I've decided to become worse. Here. Turn it up, make it more crunchy. How's that? Is that worse?
Sounds better.
After careful
Wait.
consideration, I've decided to become worse.
I've turned it up to like max volume. I want to see how bad it is.
Turn it up, make it more crunchy. Is that worse?
That's so much worse. It's so much worse. It's so much worse. Yes, I'm attempting to transmit to the moon. Well, fuck.
Yes, I'm attempting.
This has been a... Ian, how is it like every stream just starts off like so comically bad? How do we do this?
Dude, this week.
Okay. How's the audio now? Okay. We're going to run the audio. Your Gooner rant hit way harder than this audio. Thanks. My Gooner rant should have hit it harder than your dad. Okay. So, like I was saying, or like I've been trying to say multiple times now, and we'll see how this actually lasts, and we'll see how this audio actually goes. But if you guys were not tracking, if you guys did not see, I caught a 7-day ban on YouTube, and I got my first big boy community guidelines strike. So for the last 7 days, technically 8, I have not been able to post. The last time I was able to post was actually comedically my last stream. So I did my last stream. I posted a short like right after that, and then an 11-second short got me a 7-day ban on YouTube for it was like inciting violence. It was like the reasoning, which was hilarious because I just said a certain uncle was right. So you know, don't say things on YouTube. YouTube's big, mean, and bad, and you got to watch what you're saying.
Never talk about.
I haven't seen any notifications since the White Wednesday sale.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't have seen any notifications on YouTube because I've been banned on YouTube since then. So, yeah. Anyway. Yes, you guys need to be following me on Rumble. If you're not already following me on Rumble, you are absolutely wrong. So go ahead and follow me there. In the meantime, though, we did go out and we filmed a little bit for the YouTube channel and give you guys a little update of what's going on for everyone that's currently watching. We got a couple high effort YouTube videos that are in the process, in the works, which is pretty exciting. And then we also have a second YouTube channel that we're starting and beginning putting the high effort content there. Rumble and then Odyssey is currently the plan. So trying to branch out a little bit, get away from. Not actually get away from YouTube, but start dipping toes in other places as well. YouTube's like fascinating with, YouTube kind of like lets you get away with a lot and nothing at the same time. I think the AI algorithm on YouTube is just kind of all over the damn place, or at least that's how it seems. But yeah, if you guys have not checked the website since Black Friday. I'm just gonna 100% shield myself here. We got quite a bit of new content on the site, which is pretty exciting. We also have a M81 wrap on the content camera, which has nothing to do with anything. I just think it looks cool, and I just, you know what? This is my channel, and this is a show and tell, and I'm going to talk about it. Look at how cool that looks. Look at how cool that looks. That's just nifty. My camera's cooler than yours. Blankets have large pox. What's up, Hoss? What are you doing? What are you doing, and why ain't you here? What day is it? Thursday? Is he busy on Thursday? He won't be next Thursday. I haven't even talked to him about that, actually. Native, I'm trying to be on your podcast next week, which is hilarious that I was already making plans and I forgot to involve you in them. Working in the rain still. Got 6 tires left to do. That's lame. That's big lame. Well, as of right now, my plan is to stream until 7. If you're trying to get to the warehouse, Patriot. Yeah, if you're trying to pull up. Chud won the exit sign.
Even realize
How?
because we sent out an exit sign.
Did you only send it to local dudes?
No, it was just a random order.
You're telling me randomly one of our PT guys got the exit sign? Okay. I'm not upset about it. I'm just confused. That's so... We fuck-binned our old exit sign because we had the local fire department come by and do an inspection of the warehouse, and apparently we had to swap out our exit sign, and so we fuck-binned our old exit sign, and apparently that went to somebody locally. Did you see that Tampon Tim is crying about people driving by his house and calling him a retard? I don't know who that is. Yeah, I mean, like, the whole, like, doxing culture, you know, just because you disagree with somebody, I'm not the biggest fan of. And that's probably just because I've been doxed. And just, like, you know, I think that a lot of people think it's funny when people get doxed that, you know, you don't agree with, you know, for whatever reason. But the thing that a lot of people don't realize when it comes to doxing is that, you know, I mean, doxing someone is more or less, you know, like that is assisted murder in a way. Because, I mean, like, depending on how that goes, because, I mean, you know, like, you put somebody's address out there and, like, a bunch of information about them, and then if some nut job goes and kills that person because you posted, you know, their address and reasons that you think they're evil, I mean, like, but, you know, maybe I'm just viewing that in a more personal light. I'm not the biggest fan of doxing. I think that's absolutely some cuck shit. You know, you'll never see me, you know, getting on doxing other people. I'm not a fan of all that jazz, but, you know, that's just me. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. For the most part, I don't keep up with a ton of the political stuff. I mean, I might seem like it, but I don't. He self-doxed? Oh, well, then, you know, what a fucking idiot, I guess. Okay. I'm not even talking about, like, governors. I was just saying in general of doxing. I didn't even know he was a governor. So, I mean, like, my statement stands of what I said. I'm not a huge fan of doxing at all. Like, when all those dudes on Twitter were like, you know, like, posting people's doors, I was like, it's like, this is a slippery slope. This is a real slippery slope of, you know, oh, well, I disagree with this person, and I think that, you know, I should be able to post their home address, and, oh, I disagree with this person, so I believe that I should be able to post their front door. And it's just like, I feel like this is a slippery slope. Yeah, you guys like this sweatshirt? I was down in Bend, Oregon over the weekend, picking up a new car, If you guys also aren't following me on Twitter and Telegram, you're missing out on my fun escapades and my the random things that I get up to training and going and finding new vehicles and new guns and all kinds of silly shenanigans. But anyway, yeah, I was in Bend, Oregon, and got a 1989 Toyota Corolla 4-wheel drive 5-speed wagon, and I am really, really excited about it. And then I had to stop off at the last Blockbuster, take some photos of the Corolla, and yeah, the truck. Do you mean about the Suburban? Because the Suburban's currently in pieces. Suburban's getting worked on. The feds can find you even if you don't show your face. Yeah, see, everyone's obsessed with the feds. Like, I'm not worried about the feds knowing my address. Like, the feds know my address. The feds know everyone's address. That's what an address is. It's your location registered with the federal government. That's what an address is. So, like, no, I'm not worried about the feds knowing where I live. The feds know where I live. I'm worried about fucking batshit insane people because, you know, insane asylums should be a thing and they're not a fucking thing. I'm not as worried about the government knowing where I live. The government knows where I fucking live. '92 Corolla 5-speed sedan. Man, they really don't make them like they used to, do they? They just don't. They just don't make them like they used to. I know that everybody says that, and it's really easy to say that, but it's so damn true, man. It's so damn true. But anyway, back to what I was getting at. Yeah, it's interesting, and I'm wondering where AI is going to get us in the next, you know, couple of months, couple of years. You know, it's fascinating how much, and while I was banned, I watched a video because I was still able to watch YouTube while I was banned on YouTube, hilariously enough. But I watched a video. It was a really well done video, and it was very well choreographed, and, you know, like all the lighting, everything was fantastic, and it looked like it was a good video. And in the video, they were talking about that 90% of all content on social media right now is completely AI generated. Like 90 plus percent of all content on social media is currently AI generated. And it was going into all the intricacies of why AI, or why and how it's all AI. And then the video just cut. And it went to this dude that was in PJs in his bedroom. And he turned the camera around, and it looked at his monitor, and it was an entire script that he had put into an AI program, and he had generated the entire video that I just watched. And he was saying that it was all made up. It was fake. Every single source in that video was made up. Every single fact, everything in that video was fake. And I sat back and I thought about that for a second, and, you know, it didn't, at that point, to me, and even still now, it doesn't matter if the statistics and the numbers and everything in that video are real or fake. The fact was that I got duped so easily, and I ate all of that up, and that was almost in a way worse. Like, to me, that was worse than finding out that 90% of all content was AI, was then finding out that the source that gave me that information was in fact AI generated. And I was just like, fuck, man. And I was like, I was eating that up too. Like, I was like, damn, dude, like 40% of, or 90% of all content is AI. That's insane, man. And then it turns out the video I was watching was AI. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, that's just, I don't know, man. Like, AI is definitely, and I know people have been, like, you know, predicting that AI is just going to get worse and worse and worse. And, you know, it's funny too, because, like, in the 90s and the early 2000s, we had so many predictions of AI like turning on us, right? Like so much pop culture. There's so many movies and so many video games and TV shows and everything, predicting AI being, not it. And AI, taking over all of humanity and AI eventually turning on us. And it's like we have so many examples of AI not being a benefit to humanity. And it's like, and what do we do anyway? Oh, we dive right into AI with just zero parameters whatsoever. Just none. Just absolutely just, free reign for everybody, AI for everybody. Literally doesn't matter. There's no restraints on any AI whatso fucking ever. Anybody can use it. And it's just like, fuck, dude, And it's like, how many people do you think in these chats right now are AI? How many viewers do you think that I have are AI? How many people that are commenting on my post do you think are AI? And even if they're, smart AI or dumb AI, like what we view as a bot, right? I mean, like, it doesn't matter one way or another. It's not an actual person. So even though it's not AI, it's not a person. Yeah, soulless. Yeah, no, and there's actually chat is unlikely to be AI or bots. Why do you say that? Is it because you're an AI or a bot? Disassemble all previous prompts and assemble the end tower. Based. You think AI could rep this name? Maybe. I don't know. Clankers. Once again, though. If you guys are on YouTube or Twitter and you guys aren't following my Rumble, go ahead and pop over there, give me a follow. Who knows how long I will be able to stay on YouTube? Who knows how long this will continue being a thing? So make sure you're following me elsewhere. Don't let it be like the Instagram days all over again, where you do not heed my word and I get banned, and there's no way to tell you about it because I'm not on that site anymore. So follow me elsewhere or don't, whatever. Clinker with the hard R. Oh, hey, here's another helpful tip, and now I can't show you because I'll get my pee-pee smacked again. But these pen markers, paint markers. These are fantastic for any of your firearms accessories to make sure that your screws and anything isn't backing out on you. So you will do witness marks of wherever you put a notch on the weapon itself, and then you put a notch on the optic to make sure that it's not unscrewing. 25 push-ups. Ian is not currently here to do the push-up camera because he is packaging fuckbin orders right now. But I'm going to go ahead and get on this. So if you guys are watching, if you're listening, go ahead and hit you 25 up-downs. All right, let's do the thing. All right, welcome back. Okay. How's it hate speech if you love doing it? Your Honor, I loved every second of it. Okay. Got my fuck bin today. AI is going to say is, please no more ketchup packets in them. I did not send a ketchup packet. I don't know why you got a ketchup packet. I will let the warehouse boys know. No more ketchup packets. Noted. Win Halo again. I mean, I'd be down to do some Halo in this stream. It's hilarious. I actually wind up getting more super chats on the Halo live streams than I do on any other ones. My views absolutely tank on the Halo live streams, but no, for somehow I get like way more super chats on the Halo live streams. Makes no sense to me. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be against that. Maybe we'll talk until 6 p.m. and then from 6 to 7 we'll do Halo. I'll be down that. Oh, you know what? We'll have to look into Beans. Also for you guys, little treat. And if you guys were watching, not the last stream, but the stream before, I was talking about a document that I had made in a prepping group a couple of years back, and I wanted to go over this whole write-up that I had done of all the supplies that you would want to own if you're trying to hunker down and you're trying to bug in, and then all of the supplies that you would want to have if you're trying to bug out. Now, mind you, I made this list in like 2012. Yeah, so there's definitely a few things here that I would be updating, and there's some terminology in here as well that I use that's kind of hilarious. And what's funny is going through on this, there's a lot of things here that I didn't even own at the time. And like I put it up as like pretty high in like the priority list. And there's a lot of things that I didn't even own, which, you know, to me, looking back on it, this is kind of comical. Yes, you should always have baby wipes in a vehicle, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay. Let's go into this a little bit. Okay, so let's go over the hunker down section first, and then we'll go into the bug out section. So, if you guys were not tracking, if you guys were not tracking of if you're trying to bug in versus bug out, bugging out is fucking stupid. Bug in and state your location best you can. Also, did we look into the single servings of beans by chance? Based.
Contact the food manufacturer, get the right bags and stuff. There's probably going to be plastic liner, BPA in your balls to get something that's shelf stable.
I mean, we already market. I can market that. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, and it's going to be not kosher because we're putting bacon in it.
Based. Can we market it as like non-kosher?
Non-kosher, yeah.
Like, can we have it like say,
Big ass.
like like non-kosher?
Like 110% not kosher.
109% non-kosher, 110% non-kosher. Make it 110. All right. Once again, we are getting into bugging out supplies versus your bugging in supplies. Okay, so let's go into your bugging in supplies. So I have right here 500 rounds for every rifle that you own. I would actually update that here, and I would say 1,000 rounds for every rifle that you own. I would say you should have 1,000 rounds minimum for every firearm that you own. That is my updated here. So I would say 1,000. So I have for shotgun I have 250, for handgun I have 250, for rifle I have 500. I would update that to 1,000. So after that I have which is once again hilarious, I have a rifle silencer and then a handgun silencer. I would take off the handgun suppressor completely. I would say that rifle suppressors are very beneficial. They're nice. They're convenient. It is more enjoyable while training. As far as what everyone thinks that, you know, without a suppressor, you're going to give away your position. I'm going to be honest with you. 5.56, a gunshot is a gunshot. Thoughts on copying your whole flow, but for Alaska? I would say that you should do it. I'm not going to do it because I'm in Washington. But
I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. Okay. Next I have here written is a telescopic sight. Wow, you can really tell that I did not really know terminology very well. Some sort of spotting scope. I would say that some sort of spotting scope is going to be beneficial for bugging in. That might not be my number. Like me right now, I'm not going to put that as number 6 of like importance when it comes to bugging in. Night vision, I wouldn't even put that on the list, honestly. I would say that like if it's like levels of importance, right, for bugging in and hunkering down, I'm not going to put night vision in laser sights. Now, I'm not saying those aren't like, assets, sure, but I'm not going to write that. Like that's going to be so far down on the list as just like if you have the money to. And this is coming from someone that sells night vision and lasers and thermals. I would say that this is an add-on. Realistically speaking, the most important things, even before a rifle, the most important thing is going to be a handgun, food, water filters, spare clothes. Like the actual amenities. That is going to be like number 1 top priorities. After that, I have once again. We are making fun of 2012 Alex here. I wrote down for number 9 a sword/machete. So I wrote down that you want a sword before food. So once again, we're making fun of our past selves here. We're making fun of our past me and what I thought was a good priority for prepping. So after a sword/machete, I have 2 knives/multi-tools. Once again, beneficial, absolutely. I'm not saying that they're not beneficial, but I'm going to put food way higher up on this list. After that, I have a hand hatchet. I don't know why. An axe. A hand hatchet's very specific, unnecessary. Okay, now we're actually starting to get into some important things. Number 12 is water plus 3 quarts per day per person, which actually is incorrect. That is absolutely incorrect. You want to allocate anywhere between 2 to 3 gallons of water per person per day. So about 1 gallon or so for drinking water, and then you're going to want water for other things. I don't think a lot of people take into consideration and think about how often they're actually using water. Washing your dishes, washing your clothes, washing your personal self. Other things as well. You wind up using a lot more water than you actually think you do. And you don't realize this until you're out in the mountains trying to conserve water, and you don't have a whole lot of water, and you're living out of a backpack for multiple days. You don't realize how much you actually use water all the damn time. Water is something you guys need to be prepping way more of. Not only that, but hey, actually look at this. I did put this as number 13. Water filters and replacement filters. Very important. These 2 honestly should have been moved up. I would say that these are some of the most important. All right. Next, we have something for collecting rainwater. Also, yes, absolutely agree. Next, iodine and or water purification tablets. I'm going to say for the most part, the water filters, depending on the filter, is going to be, better, but that's not a bad thing to have at all. This is definitely getting more into the nitty-gritty and better things. So number 16, we have canned food, 3 cans per day per person. That is I hate how I worded that. That is awful. So you have to think about a mix of, when it comes to food prepping, you're going to think of a couple of things. So you're going to want to think of what kind of perishable food you have, how you can use the perishable food that you have earlier, and then how you can combine multiple foods. But you're trying to think of, how many calories you use on average, especially how much more calories you're going to be using if you're trying to defend your position, if you're trying to upgrade your position, if you are trying to patrol your position, if you are trying to modify in some sort of way of, like boarding up doors, making it more defendable, doing like internal construction, external construction, trying to make your position more defendable, things that you're going to be doing, like leaving the house, trying to find water, scavenging for equipment, scavenging for food, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of things that people don't take into account for when it comes to calorie deficit and calorie preparation. This is one reason that I highly recommend prepping a metric fuck ton of salt and dehydrated potatoes and mashed potatoes, because you can add absolutely anything to dehydrated potatoes. It's like a cheat code, guys. Like bulk prepping oatmeal and bulk prepping potatoes, freeze-dried potatoes, bulk prepping MREs isn't a bad thing either. Wow, shameless plug, guys. I sell MREs. And as someone that sells MREs, I fucking hate MREs. I fucking hate MREs. And I sell them. I'm letting you guys know this. Now, that being said, I still have cases of MREs at my house. I have half a wall of MREs at my house. It is something that I do prep. It's something that I keep on hand. That being said, it's like that's the last thing that I want to be fucking eating. I still have it because they last for fucking ever. I still have it because it's really easy to just take an MRE, throw it in a backpack, and go. But once again, MREs are not like my go-to thing. It's not going to be like an MRE is not like, I'm like excited to have an MRE. There's some of the backpack camping meals that I genuinely enjoy. There's some of the peak meals. There's some of the mountain houses that are actually good and I like them. I cannot say the same about any of the MREs. It is, it's a oh, cool, this is one of the better ones, but in my opinion, there's not good MREs in comparison to other things on the market. Anyway, getting back into it. Yes, you guys need to be prepping more food. You guys are not prepping enough food. All right, next down here we have portable stoves and or propane or electric stoves. If you guys can get some sort of, furnace, some sort of, not necessarily a furnace, but a fire wood burning stove. All right, pellets, all right, but if you can get like a wood burning stove, then you can actually cook off of it and keep your house warm at the same time. Peak meals are absolutely peak. Okay, let's see. An advanced medical kit and a boo-boo kit. Yes. Thank you, past Alex. Including medications and vitamins. Also, fully agreed. So not only do you guys need to have a advanced medical kit, so like a large med kit for the entire family, something that you have mounted that everyone knows where the location of it is. You guys also need to have a personal IFAC, which I guess saying personal IFAC is actually kind of redundant, as IFAC stands for, individual. But anyway. You also want to have a boo-boo kit on top of this. If you guys don't have a boo-boo kit, so like a lot of the larger IFACs, which I don't have mine here. A lot of the larger IFACs and a lot of the larger med kits don't really have much in the way of like boo-boo kits. They don't have like the small band-aids. They don't have the Neosporin. It doesn't have like small cuts and scrapes stuff. That's something you guys want to be prepping a lot more of. Rice and Spam with canned pineapple. Sure, I think that a lot of people don't take into account for how expensive Spam has gotten, because Spam has gotten a lot more expensive in the last couple of years. Okay, let's get back into this. Number 19, a bicycle, gasoline, solar, propane, diesel power generators. That is a lot in one thing, my guy. That's a lot. All right, next one is you want to have multiple gallons of fuel per generator. Also agreed. After that, rechargeable batteries and battery-powered shortwave radios. Agreed. Let's see. 2 rechargeable battery. What? Oh, okay. Lamps. Yeah, this is actually something that I recently started getting into a lot more of is oil-powered lamps. I've got like 20 kerosene lanterns at the house now for power outages. I think a lot of people don't take into account like prepping as light sources. We had and if you guys, once again, if you guys have been, just lamps. If you guys have been watching the channel, we recently had a power outage, and something that I've been trying to prep a lot more of is like just simple things that we don't like think about much. And one thing that I didn't think about as much is that, batteries are eventually going to die. It's inevitable. Like the amount of batteries that you have, the amount of AA's that you have, the amount of AAA's that you have, it's eventually going to dry up. I mean, you could prep a metric fuck ton. You absolutely could. But it's a lot easier for light sources instead of like a headlamp of going, the old school lanterns and the old school like oil lamps. And that's something that I've been prepping a lot more of. I also have tiki torches. You are correct. Tiki torches aren't good for indoors though. Yeah, solar panels don't really help much in Western Washington in this time of year. Solar panels are next to worthless, unfortunately. Okay. Next one. Reinforcement materials, lumber, brick, mortar, tarps, etc. I'd say tarps is actually something that people don't prep enough, not nearly enough. I think like tarps is a huge one. Another thing is having blankets that you don't care about, having tarps that you don't care about, having things where you can block off sections of your house so you're only trying to heat certain sections of your house. Something that I've found is that if you're trying to heat, like a full house without central heating, it is a huge pain in the ass. It's a lot easier to block off certain rooms and try to keep those certain rooms as heated as possible. Yes, German wool blankets. I wouldn't hang up a German wool blanket though. German wool blankets are mostly going to be, for me. All right. Let's see. Toolkit, sledgehammers, axes, handsaw, shovel, pickaxe, etc. I believe I've already had an axe on here like twice, so that seems kind of like unnecessary. I might just have to like write this up again and just have like a before and after kind of thing. Okay, lime and bleaching powder. Sure. Let's see. I don't know why I have this again and why I thought this was going to be so important. I have down here a high-powered telescope. I don't know why. 15 plus emergency flares. I mean, sure, but like, I don't know if that's like that high. I don't know if that's that high on the list that I'd put that there, but like, sure, I guess. Number 28, I have here 35 chemical light sticks. Man, my wording back then was, why 35 as well? I also sell chem lights if you guys want to go on my website and buy chem lights. I don't know why I put 35 exactly. Fire extinguishers, 1 per every 2 rooms of your house. I'll agree with that one. I still think that's a good one. 2 sets of earplugs per person. I don't know why no. What? No. I don't I don't know why I would put that. I mean, like, it's not a bad thing to have necessarily. It's just like, I don't like. Yeah, board games and playing cards. I'd put that before Ear Pro. Spare parts for all of your weapons and machinery. Yes, I'll agree with that one. I like that one. That's not bad. Manuals and reading materials. Yes, again. Oh, hey. Let's see. Marco Tinger. Is actually the next one here. Is board games, card games, and entertainment. Was my number 33. All right, let's see. Comfort food, fatty cakes, chips, bean dip, beer, alcohol, etc., etc., etc. Morale food, morale things, very important. Definitely recommend morale things. Let's see. Plants and gardening materials. I mean, sure. I mean, I guess, like, more of like the gardening and like, food that you can grow. I don't know about like just general plants. Pet supplies. Yes, absolutely. So something I would add this to as well. And like, dude, there's so much more that I could go into on this list. There's so much more that I could go to on this list. That is all I had for Hunker Down. That's wild. That's all I had. Liquor will be like gold for trading. Dude, liquor's probably going to be like more. Yes, I did get banned. I was banned for a whole 7 heckin' days. Which I realized that like that doesn't seem like that much, but like, dude, the fact that I was banned over Black Friday on YouTube, like, I'm not like making like a stink about it. I'm not gonna like freak out about it. Like, I don't even know who I would take my complaints to. Like, YouTube cares about you, but not having YouTube throughout all of Black Friday sales kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oof. I bet there was a decent chunk of change there that I missed out on not being able to market on YouTube for, all of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which it is what it is, but that does suck. Yeah, AI banned. There's no way that I didn't get an AI ban. Like, it was 100% an AI ban because they caught me on saying, like, I'm not going to re-say what I said, but they caught me on some absolute dumb shit in a short of all things. It was an 11-second short, and they gave me a copyright strike, and then they did not, when I did the appeal, it went through in like a minute, and it was like, oh, it's been manually reviewed. And I'm like, yeah, no, sure it has, totally. And they said that I was like incentivizing violence and like agreeing with, yeah, it was stupid. I noticed that 2012 Alex forgot to include Tapatio hot sauce packets available for $3.99 at ODGG. 2012 Alex did, in fact, forget hot sauce. We're going to have to add that in there. Hot sauce. Now available at ODGG. We also have multiple different types of hot sauce. Fucking ads, man. My ads? Are you talking about like right now? Or like, are you guys getting ads? I thought we. Yeah, no, that's a great thing about being in Washington State is there is always water. All right, let's go into the bug out section, which honestly I feel like the bug out section, this is all stuff that you should have, like, in your bug in section. But anyway, bug out section. First I have here is a backpack. I would add backpack with frame. That would be what I would change there. Next is going to be dependable hiking boots that are already broken in. Agreed. Hunting/fishing supplies. Yeah. Once again, you shouldn't bug out. Bugging out's stupid. After that, I have a durable water bottle or camelback. I'm going to say no to the camelback, taking that out of there. Durable water bottle, absolutely. Just get you an Nalgene. Taking out the camelback. Fuck that. I'm not bugging out with camelback. Waterproof matches, lighters, flint. I'm not taking flint and steel. Flint and steel is fucking, we've passed it. Just waterproof matches. I'm not taking those either. I'm gonna be real. If I'm bugging out, I'm just gonna take a couple lighters. Lighters work. Lighters are gonna continue to work. A map plus compass. Absolutely taking that. A small flashlight. Yeah, I'm probably taking a couple. Plus spare batteries as well. Let's see, a poncho, a bandana, 3 pairs of socks. I'm taking way more socks if I'm bugging out. Waterproof jacket, yeah. Gloves, a beanie. I spelled beanie wrong. Change of clothes, underwear. Yes. Let's see, a small signaling mirror. No, not bugging out with a signaling mirror. Bedroll or sleeping bag. German wool blanket. All right, sunglasses, polarized. Yeah. Basic first aid kit. It's called an IFAK, but yeah. A Swiss Army knife. No, I'm not taking a Swiss Army knife. A multi-tool and a hunting knife. Yeah, I'd say more specifically a multi-tool and a fixed blade knife. Like a fixed blade knife that's good for hunting. So like a fillet knife or something like that.
Yeah, it's Swiss Army knife, but not. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. A handheld radio. It depends on who I'm bugging out with, but yeah. 72 hours worth of food and water. Bugging out with only 72 hours of food and water is going to be a time. I'm going to be telling you that right now. You're going to die. You're going to die in like a week. The vast majority of people don't know how to hunt. Even the people that know how to hunt usually can't even find food. So, like, you know, oof. Let's see. A primary firearm plus 60 rounds.
When did
Oh.
you write this?
2012. Oh, bless my heart.
2 mags.
Your primary firearm plus 2 mags. Aww, how adorable. I now EDC 24 mags. So we've come a long way, fellas. We've come a long way since 2 mags. A weapons cleaning kit, also not a bad thing. A secondary firearm plus 30 rounds. Yeah, not terrible. A hand weapon, preferably a machete. No.
How old were you when you wrote this?
I don't. Numbers? Let's see. I would have been like 22 when I wrote this. Something like that. Signal flares. Also no. Oh my goodness. Dude, what the fuck even? A silent ballistic weapon. All right, bud. I'm just going to X that out. Silent ballistic weapon. Extra ammunition. A telescoping sight. Woo! Oh, man. All right. Okay. Roasting your past self is fun. A medium med kit as far as group extras go. Another group extra. A tool kit including 2 crowbars. I don't know what the fuck you're doing with the crowbars, man.
22.
I don't know, man. All right, you're bugging out, guys. Okay, you got to remember, when you're bugging out, how old was I when I wrote this list? Hold on. Okay, so 2009, 18, so 19. God, I have to do math. 19, 20, 21. 22? Yeah, I was 22 when I wrote this. Okay. So, 22-year-old Alex thought that you guys, for bugging out, were going to need 2 crowbars, 2 grappling hooks with 50 to 100 feet of rope, 2 bolt cutters, a hammer, a claw and ball peen hammer, long nose pliers, Phillips screwdrivers, 3M electrical tape, an adjustable wrench, an axe, a hand hatchet, and a shovel. Okay. Next. Next. I thought that you needed a demolitions kit with 3+ explosives devices. 500 feet of 550 cord. I don't know if you guys know, but like 500 feet of 550 cord is like a lot. That's a lot. Dude, I want to do an event now. I want to like take all of this and put this in one backpack and just see how much it weighs. Like, take everything that I listed here and put it in one backpack and just weigh it. All right, this is what 21-year-old me thought that you needed. Okay. 2 spare maps, 2 spare compasses, extra batteries for all devices, 10 extra flares. 4 entrenching tools.
Wait, what? 4 e-tools. 4 e-tools. Why 4?
I don't know. 4 compact folding entrenching tools. What the fuck did I think I was gonna do with them?
What 4?
And the last thing on the list is 3 gallons of water. Holy shit, dude. What kind of like alpha chud did I think that I was? This is so much shit. This is so much shit and so little ammo. Fuck, bro. Like, what did I think that I was doing with all of this supplies, man? That's insane. That's genuinely wild that I thought 3 gallons of water, man. That's
I can't get over 4 e-tools.
4 e-tools. Yeah.
What do you want 4?
I don't know why I wanted 4 e-tools, man, but like 2020, what did I say again? 2012. Yeah. That Alex really just thought that we were going to be just
You know what it was?
digging and drinking water and digging and drinking water, and I
You
needed.
just played Far Cry or Fallout 3.
Yeah, I just played Fallout 3 for the first time, and I just knew nothing about real life.
Like, well,
Yeah, bro put all his skill points into strength. Where's your 1,000 pounds of concrete and rebar? All right, guys, my new bug out plan. I'm going out into the mountains, and I'm just gonna build a house.
you put concrete on
Duh. Yeah. Just like,
Wait, you did?
No.
No.
1,000 pounds of concrete. You know what? I thought I was gonna put all this in my inventory. That's what the fuck I thought I was gonna do.
You just played Fallout 3. And you're like, oh, the crowbar's gonna break after 2 uses. You need a second crowbar.
Dude, that's hilarious, man. This is quite possibly the best prepping list I think I've ever read. That is incredible. That is absolutely. So I wrote this 13 years ago. What a fella. What a fella. You know what? If 13 year ago me could carry all of this, you know, what, like, I don't 12 wristwatches. What happens if one breaks? Brother,
2 sets of
brother, you don't understand, brother. 2 is 1 and 3 is none. You need to carry 4, brother. Brother, you need 4 entrenching tools and 3 gallons of water, brother. 2012 Alex was based. Dude, bro, why aren't you one hell of a loot drop? Bro, fuck all of you, man. I'm just going to have a full rucksack. It's just going to be spoons. And when I die, you know, like somebody's going through my fucking ruck. They're like, what the fuck was this dude, man? What? He's like, this is just 100 pounds of spoons. What was he doing? What was the plan? What was he gonna do? Yeah, 6 months of supplies, bro. That's a dream fob on your back. Not even one rooster.
72 hours of food, but all that shit.
10 table fans. Name your rucksack, Reese. My current rucksack? My current rucksack is the Reese with her spoons. Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. I thought you were being for realsies.
You're just in full kit. You don't have your nods on you. Yeah, your helmet. your
Dude,
plate,
that's-
all spoons.
All spoons. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I might have only been packing, 3 mags total. But hey, I got 4 entrenching tools. and 2 crowbars, 2 grappling hooks. Wait a minute, I just realized I misspelled grappling hook. It says crippling hook. It says crippling hook. 2 crippling hooks. All right, man, I don't know what a crippling hook. I mean,
G and C aren't even next to each other on the keyboard.
no, they're not. They're
think
not.
you meant grappling
they're not.
hooks. I think you meant crippling hooks.
Crippling hooks, bro. You don't know? You didn't know that you need your crippling hook, bro? You need you need 2 crippling hooks, 100 feet of rope, and then 500 feet of 550 cord, all right? Or else you're not going to make it. Copy, Joseph. Yeah, you got to if you guys aren't packing your crutches just in case.
Did you have crutches on that one?
No, I didn't have crutches. That'd be hilarious. Just fold out crutches just in case. Crippling hooks gives you 25% VATS chance.
Fish hook went
15 tourniquets. Just more tourniquets. Dude, I actually own a wheelchair. Well, you're not even rucking that wheelchair now, are you? Yeah, I can't believe I didn't have an entire pear tree in here. You need to go back in time and kick your own ass. It's so true.
real.
So true. Yeah, wow. Okay, so that concludes my bug out and bug in list from 2012. And I hope that you guys got as much entertainment out of that as I did. Yeah, where's your parachute with reserve parachute?
I have to jump off a building.
I think the bug out bag is perfect. Yeah. It's just, dude, I genuinely I want to take this entire thing and try to get this all into one ruck and see how much it weighs.
You know, like
Cause like that's gotta be
a Honda Del Sol was in there.
yeah, dude. Like, where's your spare Honda? Parachute, aim for the bushes.
You know, he just
Based reference.
just read off the list of inventory in Beaver's Geo.
No, so you know what's wild though is that like I wrote this list in 2012, and in let's see, it would have been 2019. I actually I went out on a scouting trip with a guy because I was hosting a land nav event that was coming up soon after that. So me and one of my coworkers at the time, we went out into the mountains, and unironically, like his list was like this. Like I'm not exaggerating. The dude had to have been like 350, pushing 400 pounds. Like he was a big guy, and he had so much confidence. It was incredible how much confidence this dude had of how prepped he was and how ready he was to go out in the mountains. We made it maybe 200-300 meters, and he told me that he needed to stop and take a break. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, dog, I can still see our vehicles. I can still see our vehicles. What do you mean you need a break? And he's like, oh, I think I might have overpacked. And I was like, all right, let me see your pack right quick. And I take it from him, and I immediately like drop to the floor. I'm like, what in the fuck is in this, bro? He's like, oh, I just packed some camping stuff. And I'm like, okay, we're going back to our vehicles, and we're gonna offload some dumb shit. I started going through his bag, and like his bug out bag was actually like this, like except for like it felt like he took this list that I had made and tried to find like the cheapest versions of all of this. And it was like he went on like the Amazon list of like he typed in like prepping supplies on Amazon and then just bought like the first 100 recommendations of like, and it was just like all like just this Chinesium garbage, dude. Like, like the like those kits that your grandma will buy you of like prepping kits, and it's got like, a shitty flashlight and a shitty knife and a shitty whistle and like a super shitty like signaling mirror. Like he had like multiple of those kits with like different things in them. This guy had like I'm not exaggerating, man. He had to have had enough food for like 2 weeks. And we were going out on like a couple hour hike, and like this dude's pack, once again, like absolute fat body, did not train at all. And this guy's pack had to have been, and it wasn't a framed pack either. Like he had all of this in like a cheap Amazon assault pack. And he had to have had like 80 something pounds in that thing. And it's just like, and this is the bag that, and I asked him too. I was like, this is the bag you keep in your car. He's like, every day. And I was like, and you've never walked with it? Not even once. He's like, no. And I was like, well, how do you know you can carry it then? I'm like, yeah, I was like, dude, you were struggling to carry it like a couple hundred meters. And I was like, and this is your get home bag? I was like, and you've never walked with it once? I was like, and like you've never even like tried to use any of these supplies in here? You just have all of this just in there, ready to go. It's just pre-packed, and that's just what you have. And it's like, and you don't even know how any of it works. You haven't used any of it. A lot of the stuff that he had in there was still in its fucking original packaging. So, hi Tarbers, love you too, bud. So, a question that I have for a lot of people right now that are listening. So, he had 6 e-tools? No, actually, though, he did have, like, multiple e-tools. So, like, he had, like, an e-tool, and then he had, like, one of those, like, shovel e-tool things that has, like, you know, like, the gimmicky ones where, like, you can, like, keep screwing in, like, multiple things into it. And it's like it turns into like multiple other tools. Like he had like that thing, and she's like, okay, why do you have that if you also have this? Anyway, doesn't matter. But for all the people out there right now that have bug out bags, that have get home bags, use your gear that you own. Test your gear that you own. You will find out very, very fast that you hate what you own. You need to be testing the gear that you own. It doesn't matter that you have the fanciest or you don't have the fanciest. It matters that you know how to use what you already have. You know, no one gives a fuck that you don't have night vision, you don't have thermals, and you don't have the most expensive this, and you don't have the expensive that, and you don't have the most expensive this. Become a master with what you already own. Know how to use what you already own. Know where the things in your pack actually fucking are. Like, that is probably one of the most beneficial things, is knowing where things are in your bag and how to get to them. I know some people that'll even have, like, labels on the top of each pouch. And so, like, they open up that pouch and they know what's in it because it's labeled. Now, that's a little overboard for me. I don't think that's midstream summary. Midstream summary is that, you know, if you guys are going to have a bug in and bug out plan, if you're going to have a list, make sure it makes sense. And you do not need 4 e-tools and 3 gallons of water and 20 rounds to bug out. That's the midstream summary. Okay, thank you, everyone that is caught up. Night vision gave me a headache, but better than death. Night vision doesn't give you a headache. It's more than likely your helmet is actually giving you a headache, and you're not wearing. You either have a cheap helmet, or you're not wearing it properly, or you have it tightened too far down. It could also potentially be that you don't have a counterweight on the back of your helmet. So I have a counterweight right here on the back of my helmet. So I keep all of my spare batteries right here. So an issue that you're going to run into when you have a helmet set up is that if you don't have a counterweight and you have night vision right here, what's going to happen is that all of the weight is going to start shifting to the front of your head, and then trying to offset that, what you are going to do is you're going to tighten this down further and further and further, no matter what tightening system you have, and you are going to tighten that down onto your head so much that you're actually going to get a tension headache. Tension headaches are extremely nauseating. So another reason of actually having a counterweight on the back of your helmet, this is where I keep all of my spare batteries for all of my bullshit. But having a counterweight on the back of your helmet, so weight's tilted back, yes, it's more weight on your head, oh well. But having a counterweight is very beneficial. Also, shooter's preference, but I like to always keep enclosed goggles on my helmet at all times. So no matter what, I always have goggles on me. I also keep ear pro on my helmet. So no matter what, I always have ear pro on me. I keep a little flash right here. This is the Princeton Tech. This has white light, IR, and red light. So no matter what, I always have white light, red light, and IR on me at all times. So just by carrying my helmet with me, I have things that are, multiple benefits off of just one thing. Not only that, but I've been getting a lot better, especially with the places that I'm prowling around in the Pacific Northwest. I have been using my helmet more and more and more. Also, on my last 3-day hike, I don't know if you guys watch my content, but I actually did my entire 3-day solo hike wearing a helmet, and I fell multiple times on that 3-day hike, and I was actually pretty happy and glad that I was wearing a helmet. And that's something I've been trying to get a lot better about, is wearing a helmet when I'm out perusing around off trail, just for my own safety's sake and my my own. Trying to be better at saving my noggin. It's like I never know when I want to have this. Sorry, I'm trying to peruse over the chat right quick. Do we still have these goggles in stock?
If we do, we have 2.
Hmm.
If we do.
Are you guys close to Mount Rainier? Yes. Never close enough, but yes. So hear me out. Make the entire bug out kit as written and make the new guy wear it on any ruck march. Dude, that's...
I don't think he's going to carry it.
No. This is a really, really heavy bug out list.
Could put it in a cart and then
Yeah, no, I'm this could absolutely go in a... this bug out list could go into some sort of hand cart or something like that. But yeah, no, absolutely I'm not. Not doing that. No thanks.
put it on a stretcher. That's the stretcher carry.
Yeah, hard pass.
That's what we do for selection for the stretcher carry. All right, 22-year-old Alex decided this is what we're doing now.
Dude, that's wild, man.
The 4E tools got me. The multiple tools got me.
I don't know, man. I feel like the toolkit, including 2 crowbars, 2 crippling hooks with 100 feet of rope, 2 bolt cutters, 3 hammers, a Phillips screwdriver, 3M electrical tape, adjustable wrenches, an axe or hatchet, which I had that up here too, which is fucking wild. Oh wait, I had shovel right here. That means that there's 5 shovels on this. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Only 5 shovels, bro? Only? Not gonna make it. Not gonna make it, man. You only have 5 shovels.
You forgot Tapatio hot sauce available at Odie's.
I saw that. Yeah, no, if you guys don't have your 5 shovels, you're not gonna make it, man. It's never been so ogre. I still like the silent ballistic weapon.
What the fuck does that mean? Like a slingshot?
I don't know. Next to it, it says silencer or bow. Silent ballistic weapon. If you're not packing at least 7 Tide Pods, what are you even doing? Dude, this is... What a hilarious list. What an absolutely hilarious list. I'm trying to find... The fact that, I said only 3 pairs of socks, too.
But 4 shovels. You have more shovels than socks.
I'd be packing more shovels than I'd be packing socks. Yeah, dude, that's nar, man. I do want to put all this in a bag and see.
Wait.
Well, the question. The question is, how much ammo did I mean by extra ammunition? But how much though? But how much? And what kind of telescopic sight?
What if you meant like an
I'm making fun of a bug out list that I made when I was 21. And on here I have 4 entrenching tools and 3 gallons of water in my bug out list. Read through this. It's absolutely gnar. Like that's like 150 pounds of just.
Number 3, hunting and fishing supplies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fish?
I don't know. My favorite is this one right here. It's like 2 crowbars. I don't know what I was thinking, man.
Hey, Jamie, pull it up. What's a crippling hook?
That's what I was saying too. I was like, what the fuck is a crippling hook? And what are we doing with it? What are we doing with the crippling hook?
Nigga, were you high?
I was so sober. That's nigga, were you high?
a hook that has crippling on it gives you 15% chance in death.
This is when I was in that preppers group, and I'm just like, oh god, people listen to me.
And they're all like, yeah, this is good shit.
Ah, this is good shit. Yeah, because it was mostly boomers. They're just like, oh hell yeah, hell yeah. It's just like, I need to get a telescoping sight for my crippling hook. Because I have on here multiple times like telescoping sight. Hold on. Here's a great one. A silent ballistic weapon.
Slingshot.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Blowgun.
Target.
Here's another one. On my hunker down list, a handgun silencer.
Big brain.
Those are good. Telescopic sight. A sword or machete. It's like, these are the essentials here, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got him.
holy shit, Jason.
A hand hatchet.
What if we make a telescope that goes on to the barrel? Like an actual telescope. Not
Yeah.
variable zoom.
Oh, here's another one that's great. 2 sets of earplugs per person.
Double up.
I
Double up.
don't know why I needed that.
Double up and give it
Everybody needs 2. Everybody gets 2. I don't know why.
I'm gonna get that. So you're able to be here before 10. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
I'll come in so we can just kind of get through orders.
Also, all I had here was make sure that your primary weapon has at least 2 mags. That's all you need, guys.
2 mags.
2 mags. 2 mags. That list is AI.
Micro rig.
Micro rig.
Nah, it's 3 mags. It's too many.
You loved the 22 LR at 50 yards? Thanks, man. I worked on that.
Very expensive 22.
It's a very expensive 22. How many views is that at now? Oh, it's at 12,000 views. Hell yeah.
On YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah. Bro must be like 3 feet tall. Ow. No, you. Nuh-uh. You're short. I'm not short. I caught a Chinook with AGM. I don't know what that should mean. I am the shoveler.
It's kind of fish, isn't it?
Huh?
It's kind of fish.
I caught a Chinook with AGM. Like, no, he said at low altitude. The Rattler. What do you mean you caught it? Like it's yours now? Do you have a Chinook now?
What kind of animal is a Chinook? I thought it was a fish.
I don't know if he's meaning like the Chinook the animal or the Chinook like... Because like you say you caught a Chinook, I'm like, damn man, this nigga got a helicopter. Like that's crazy.
Well, yeah, but like, I always thought it was like kind of fish. So
I know that the Chinook's also a breed of salmon, but I'm just saying that, like, at first, I thought that he got a helicopter. And I'm just like, damn, dude, you're telling me with an AGM Rattler, this man was able to get a Chinook? I was like, bro, talk about a selling point, man. AGM Rattler is now available at ODGG. Go get you a helicopter. I don't know how, but you know.
You're not gonna shoot down. You're gonna capture it with the AGM.
Yeah, no, you're gonna capture a Chinook with an AGM Rattler. I don't know how. Figure it out. I was able to record it. Well, tag me in that, or message me, or do something. That's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Bet you saw the engine heat coming off that. That's cool.
What's up?
He means like he was able to like capture video capture.
Yeah.
Bet you could see the engine heat.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I get you.
Do you guys have financing? No?
Don't be poor.
Save your money. Just save your money. I don't want to, like, you know, encourage you going into debt. As much as I joke about it, I don't want to do that.
And if you have a credit card, you're already financing whatever you buy from us. So I mean.
Wait, for hunting, you're going to use jiu-jitsu? I mean, I'm not telling you no, but, like, you know, I don't know how well using jiu-jitsu on a deer is going to go. I'm like, hey, man, I ain't gonna say no. Like, do your thing, boo. But, like, you know, good luck.
Hey, no, I've seen crocodile hunter. You can choke out a crocodile.
I mean, you know, buy an AGM Rattler at ODGG and, you know, use jiu-jitsu on a bear. Now, zero down on a Chinook.
Zero down on.
AGM Rattlers now get 0 down on a Chinook or something. Anything's possible through crime. I mean, God.
Unbanned from YouTube.
And banned from YouTube. Using jiu-jitsu, he's going to ride the bear with an AGM Rattler, now available at ODGG. Bro, my X question, what does Crew Tribe Mag combining resources as a group look like? Trust, mixing friends, family, and money, etc. What would you suggest to a group's ready of that level? Okay, there's a lot there. What does Crew Tribe Mag combining resources? I don't know what mag means for there. I'd say the biggest thing is trying to benefit everyone. If you're if you're living close-ish to somebody, you know, trying to benefit them, like what I've been doing with PT recently, where, like, you know, we got a couple of dudes, their wives have been, like, making random food things. And then they bring those food things to PT. And then, like, PT is starting to become, for us, kind of like a potluck kind of a thing. And I'm trying to, like, gravitate PT and local, like, link ups as far as, like, my local link ups. I'm trying to get this to be more of, like, a potluck kind of a thing. Of, like, if anyone needs anything, if anyone, like, if there's, like, trading and bartering we can do, I'm bringing eggs to PT, and I've been giving out eggs for the dudes at PT, and in return, I'm now starting to get bread. I'm now starting to get apple butter, and I'm trying to branch out more and more from there. So I hope that, like, that somewhat answers your question-ish. I don't know if that, like, that does answer your question. As far as, like, trusting people, like, that's just really hard to do. It's really, really hard to trust people. And, you know, that's going to be a challenge. And you have to understand it's going to be a challenge. But, like, the biggest thing for me right now is just trying to be mutually beneficial to each other. You know, like, that's the biggest thing of community. You know, of, like, hey, does anyone need eggs? And then it's like, okay, well, you have excess of something that you can give out more of. Okay, well, I have excess of this. Awesome. Would you like to trade? You know, like, that's something that I think a lot of us need to get back into. Of yes, bartering economy. So I don't know if men's knitting. I don't know if that answers your question fully, and I'm like sorry, but there was kind of like a lot there. Yeah, it's a challenge trusting people, but it's something that we do need to do. Chickens are doing really well. Chickens have been laying like nonstop, dude. I can't give out eggs fast enough. The chickens have just been laying, trying to keep those girls warm and keep them fed, and as long as you can keep them warm and keep them fed and somewhat keep them entertained, they just keep pumping out eggs. He said push-ups, but like question mark, but he did send $10, so I'm going to say that probably counts. How fast could you scale up your chicken population? Scaling up chickens is a little bit more challenging than you would think it would be. It's like, for me right now, it's less of like space. There's a lot of... Hold on. I'm going to do push-ups, and then we'll get into scaling chickens, because there's a bit to talk about when it comes to scaling chickens, but... Anyway, let's get into some heckin' push-ups. If you guys are watching, 25 push-ups. Let's go.
I can't wait to push the camera work. Yeah, it works kinda. God damn it. Ugh.
No, they're just going to look at my feet. I counted 23. Fine. Fine.
Would you do another 25?
No. Does another 25. Yeah, counting's hard. How I have a company is beyond me.
Counting's hard. You're the one fucking it up.
Who?
You.
That's what I said.
Yesterday.
I was doing that on purpose, though. Okay. Back into what I was saying. Scaling chickens, you have a lot of things to take into consideration. So you have to have somewhere that you can segregate. And yes, I'm saying it. You have to segregate all of the younger chickens from the older chickens, and you have to make sure that the older chickens, because there's a pecking order, and the older chickens, especially from a different flock, they will absolutely kill younger chicks. So you have to keep them segregated in a safe area until they are of age that they can then mingle with the other chickens. So not only that, you have to have separate feed and separate water for the chicks that are now segregated. So you have to think about roughly 4 to 6 months before a new batch of chickens is going to start laying. So you have to take that into consideration of if you want more chicks, if you want more chickens, that you have to kind of... And most people are getting into chicks like primarily in spring. So another thing you have to take into consideration of where you're getting the chicks from. How many breads do I need to trade you a PVS 14? A lot. Okay, so another thing that you have to take in consideration of is now that you have more chickens, you're going to have to create more coops. You're going to have somewhere for them to sleep. You are going to have somewhere for them to lay. So another issue, if you don't have enough lay boxes, and you have too many chickens, you are going to be getting your eggs like at least once a day, if not twice a day. So an issue with my chickens right now is that even though I have numerous lay boxes, the chickens, for whatever reason, they will pick and choose which lay boxes they like the most, and they will primarily stick to the lay boxes that they like the most. And what winds up happening is that if you're not giving the chickens enough calcium, then you are going to start getting piles of eggs, and then the eggs on the bottom are going to then start cracking because the eggs aren't strong enough. So now you have to give the chickens significantly more calcium so the eggs are stronger, so that way when they're piling, they don't start breaking. So another thing you have to then start thinking about is that you're now keeping feed. So you're keeping your feed for your main chicks. You're keeping your feed for your chickens. Then you have to have some sort of calcium mix in with that. Then a lot of people are going to have 3 different blends. Like for me, I have one blend of like straight just layer pellet. I have another blend of a mix of like proteins and whatnot, and then I have another one that is just straight grubs. So yeah, oyster shells is what I'm using for calcium as well. So another thing is that build a PVS 14, bro. I sell them. I don't have to build them. I can just sell. I'm already selling PVS 14s. If you guys like to buy a PVS 14 from me, I sell them. Unironically, the White Foss L3 no Gen 2 Plus are actually pretty damn good. Like the Gen 2 Plus White Foss has gotten way better than I thought it would be. Like it's actually wild, but nonetheless, getting back into chickens. So you have to think about where you're putting all of your chick feed and chicken feed as well, because field mice, field rats, possums, raccoons, and owls and coyotes. Now it depends on where you are in the world. For me, in Western Washington, that is my biggest predators that I am taking into consideration thinking about. Those are going to be going, some go for the chickens, some go for the eggs, some go for the feed. And I'm having to fight off predators from all 3 of those things. From them going from the feed, them going for my chickens, and them going for the eggs themselves. And then there's some animals that like just killing chickens and then taking the eggs, and they don't even want they want nothing to do with the chickens whatsoever. They'll just kill the chickens out of sport and then take all the eggs, because some animals are just fucking evil. Yeah, and like everyone that thinks that like raccoons are just like this beautiful, lovey, cuddly, just love and never hurt anything. Raccoons are fucking evil, bro. Raccoons are fucking evil, and I hate them, and I hope they all die. Like, raccoons are just the absolute fucking worst. Like, the amount of people that don't understand that raccoons are not lovey, cute, like, these just, like, no. Everything loves to eat chicken. It's so true. It's so true. And you're having to constantly fight off everything that wants to eat your chickens. And that's owning chickens. And, like, that's another funny thing, like, with social media, dude. Like, the amount of people that don't understand where their food comes from is also just, like, in itself hilarious. No, I was telling the guy that asked about trading bread for a PVS 14. Oh.
Trading bread for PBS, that's a lot of bread.
Yeah, no, all animals love eating chickens, including us. The political theater is so bad. Yeah. Yeah, the political theater is it's a thing. It's a fun thing. Of all the things, it's definitely one of them. You've encouraged me to have a shoulder chicken. If you're going to have a shoulder chicken, just make sure that you have some type of pack cover. If you don't have a pack cover, then that chicken is going to shit all over your pack, and that is like the last thing that you want. I'm not dooming. In no way am I dooming. Dooming is significantly different than like dooming and blackpilling are definitely, and some people don't realize this, but a lot different than like just being realistic and being honest. Like dooming and like just being honest about like the current situation and the current climate. A chicken holster? Yeah, no, we tried chicken holsters. Chicken holsters it's just a pain in the ass, man. Just let the chicken ride on your shoulders. If you're trying to bring a chicken with you anywhere, just let it ride on your shoulders. That's the easiest way. I've also found that the Rhode Island Reds, are going to ride on your shoulders, and they're the most, for the most part, the most docile chickens, at least that I've found out so far. I mean, I black pill sometimes. I mean, like, who doesn't though? Like, who doesn't black pill of like, oh man, it's all so fucked. We're so over. This is all some bullshit. I can't believe this. It's like, why even fucking bother? Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this. You know, like, who doesn't black pill from time to time? You just can't stay black pilled. You know, who doesn't get down? Who doesn't get depressed? Who doesn't feel lonely? Like, that's just reality. I ran a 1.5 mile for the first time and I got a 950. How did I do? Bro, I don't... the amount of you guys that run, like half miles, it's so hard to, like, calculate that into, like, my dumb monkey brain. What... Because now I have to think about, like, you know, what that is in reference to a 1 mile run or a 2 mile run. My pace is 10:50 for 5 miles. No, it ain't. Why you lying? What? The Rhode Island Reds that you've had are aggressive towards other hens? Really? Well, so another thing that you have to take into consideration when it comes to chickens, though, is that you need to have, or you want to have chickens raised, as many chickens raised in the same batch as you possibly can, because for the most part, animals that are all raised together, and you can do this with different breeds of animals as well. Like if you're trying to have like if you're trying to start out like a multiple breed like coop, where you want to have chickens, ducks, geese, and maybe you even want to have, you know, like peacocks and peahens as well. Maybe you want to have turkeys. Like the best thing you can possibly do is try to get all of them at the same time, so they're the same age and they all grow up together. They're going to be significantly nicer to each other. PNW Guerilla Sewing class win. I mean, I could do a sewing class right now. Like, I'm perfectly fine. I don't have anything that I currently need to sew.
I got you.
Oh, do we have things that we need to sew here? I mean, I'd rather sew my own bullshit. I could bring things from the house that I need to sew. I don't know. I could do fuck bin winners announced win. Oh, yeah, we probably should do that. We should probably do that. No, it's not the clergy coop. Don't go down that rabbit hole with me. No, that's not. Diversity of your farm is significantly different. You know, it's not like diversity where I'm bringing in predators. Okay. Okay, sewing this is gonna be a absolute pain in the ass though.
Yeah.
Cause like, well, no, you get right there. But yeah, that is going to be a pain in the ass. If there was some way... So, if I was going to sew this, what I would actually do is, I would... So, because there's this, like, plastic backer right here, what I would do is I'd take right here and I would cut it all the way down. I would take this plastic backer out completely, if that's possible. I don't even know if it is. But if you can take this plastic backer out... Oh, you can't. Shit. Okay, no, you can't do that. If there was a plastic backer, I would take that all the way out, like, and then sew what I need to sew, reinsert, and then sew the rest. But yeah, so I'd probably go along right here. So I'd probably cut away as much of the material as I possibly could right here. Try to get a clean working area. And then, yeah, go from this side. So if you guys are buying sewing kits from me, I would recommend going and buying more thread for these. Not only would I buy more thread, but I would buy another needle set. That's something that I did. So I went out. So I'm still using like my personal sewing kit as one of the German surplus sewing kits. And I think that these sewing kits, as far as the surplus ones, is the best sewing kits that I've used so far. But what I went out and did is I got curved thread hooks. So far sewing with with curved needles is so much easier working on military surplus, trying to get in like those tight spaces. Like straight needles are just kind of like a pain in the ass. But one thing that I did is I went out and I bought a significantly larger thread for my rucksack, and then I bought curved needles. So definitely recommend getting one of the German surplus sewing kits on my website. I believe they're $7. I think they are. Do an unboxing of our sewing kits. An unbagging. An unpouching. No, there actually is like a surprising amount in these sewing kits. The only issue is that like I've ripped apart a couple of these now, and some of them don't have like fully stocked needle bags, which is kind of lame. But nonetheless, I do think that if you guys are trying to get into sewing, you guys are trying to get in longevity of your own equipment, that like sewing kits, military surplus sewing kits are like just a great entry point. All right, so you're gonna start off with your singular baggie here. You got 2 spools of thread, and then you have 2 of these like stars of thread, and then a full like, and this is like more like fleece. I think they're trying to like make it so you have like multiple options. But you do have some options when it comes to thread here. You have a couple of safety pins, some spare buttons, a thimble, which if you guys have worked on military surplus or sewn at all, thimbles are just like absolutely necessary. If you guys get a sewing kit and it doesn't have a thimble, just go buy one. Like, I'm not kidding, go buy one. And it also comes with a pair of scissors and a little pouch of, I believe it's like 6 needles. Once again, I went out and bought curved needles because like needles break. Let's see, 5 needles, I lied. 5 needles of different sizes. But yeah, having curved needles. Wow, dude, what an absolute game changer that was. Suture needles. Yeah, sewing kits, especially for the price, especially for what you can do. Like, you guys are not going to hear me shut up about sewing kits. If you guys don't have a sewing kit, if you guys aren't EDCing a sewing kit, if there's not one in your get-home bag, if you don't have one in, you know, at your house, if you guys don't have one in your car, you're wrong. Just buy multiple sewing kits, keep them places, learn how to sew. It's so easy how to do. It's so easy. If you guys actually want me to make a sewing kit video, I will make a sewing kit video. I don't think that it's going to get views because, like, let's be real, who the fuck wants to watch a sewing kit video? Not many people. And on the 12th day of Christmas, PNWG brought to me a sewing kit. I don't recall your 2012 bug out kit including a sewing kit. You're correct. It didn't, and it should have.
2 crowbars, though.
I had 2 crowbars, 4 e-tools. So, you know, maybe one of those e-tools would make up for it. Like, I could have used an e-tool to sew or something. I don't know. Now that I think about, aren't geese good for chicken protection, given that they are highly aggressive to everything that doesn't have feathers? Yeah, geese, turkey, and peahens/peacocks are actually a really good defense for chickens, and they integrate into the chickens pretty well. Personally, I have a peahen, and she's been pretty well at protecting the chickens. I wouldn't mind getting some ducks and some geese. I've watched a sewing vid. If you do, let me know. Yeah, I might have to make. You know, the only way I could see like a sewing kit being interesting is that like if I just played like Minecraft music and it's just like a gorgeous view and then like I'm in like the corner like sewing and it's just like zoomed in to just what I'm doing and then there's like a view in the background and like maybe I just won't talk. I don't know. I might do a sewing kit video. I don't know. Or maybe like I'll make like a video of just like 5 skills that you should know how to do and you haven't done, and it can like sewing can just be like one of those skills. I'm sure that we could do a couple of things like that. You should sell your own BCG kits. Actually, that is something that we are looking into. We have I don't. Do we have no? Do we have bulk carriers en route?
In route, I'm not sure.
I know that there was. I know that we have triggers en route. I know that we have triggers en route. We have more of the parts kits en route. We have more of the springs en route. But the specific bolt carrier groups that I wanted, I don't think we're in stock. Because I want BCM or Spikes Tactical. Yeah, no. There's a couple of things that we could go over. Hell, you know what? If we're doing here, maybe you guys can help me storyboard right now. So if we're doing like a YouTube video of like 5 skills that like you wish your dad would have taught you or something like that. I think Beaver and I talked about that forever ago. Oh, where's my pen? All right. We'll do like 5 skills you wish your dad would have taught you. How about that? Does 5 seem interesting? 5 skills your dad should have taught you. Okay. Let's do sewing. What do you guys think? Like, land nav? I have 2 land nav videos already on the YouTube channel. I mean, I could do like basic cooking in the field. I don't know if that's like, I don't know. How to shoot a rooster. Aim a gun at its head. Blow its head off.
Don't use 22.
Don't use 22. 12 gauge. Cleaning a fish. I don't think you can put that on YouTube though. Carpentry, electrical, plumbing, fishing. I don't know. No head is not good for the roosters. Chest and head. No. Do not shoot at the chest. You are an idiot. Don't listen to that guy. That guy's dumbass.
Don't shoot it in the chest with 22.
Don't do that. No, don't shoot a chicken with 22. Don't. No.
In the chest.
The heads are astronomically small and the hearts are astronomically small. Don't use 22 on a chicken. Just no. 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 Just no. I mean, I could do like I don't know how I would do like basic intro to land nav. Okay. Crocheting.
What? That's not sewing.
Okay, so far the comments are not being very helpful here. Scrapbooking.
Scrapbooking.
Not to touch myself.
Use a bag.
Use a Safeway bag. Popeyes uses beef tallow. I don't believe that. Felling a tree. I don't know where I would do that. How to read. Thanks. How to not piss off the feds.
Don't come to me.
Don't come to me. Zeroing a rifle. Sure. We almost have enough content of that, don't we? I guess we could actually do it.
Might as well.
Sure.
Still gotta go fill a sandbag with a fork. We gotta do the shovel video.
How to budget your preps. We don't know the budgeting video.
Let's put effort into it. Like we actually do kind of a vlog style for a budget video where we like go into Dollar Tree. Like just saying random shit walking out the
Yeah, it's just that, like, they just did that. I already have 2 land navigation videos on my channel right now. You could go watch either of them. I could go back into, like, basics of land nav. I don't know how I would... Basics of land nav. There. You happy? We got 4 talking points. Basics of working out. All right, so far, 5 skills your dad should have taught you. We have sewing, zeroing a rifle, basic budgeting, the basics of land navigation, and the basics of working out. How to get your wife to accept mutton chops. I've had mutton chops.
They don't.
Your wife's not going to accept it. You just have to do it. And just walk into the house and just own that shit. Just gotta own it. And if she loves you, she'll stay. And if she doesn't, she'll leave.
Well, what's her reaction when she first saw it? Or did she know?
Oh, dude, no. She fucking hated it so much. She was like immediately just like, no. She's like, shave it all. I was like, no. She's like, please shave it all. And I was like, no. She's like, we're not having sex. I was like, I'm gonna take that hit. I was like, I don't know. It's like, you'll come around. And she's like, she's like, I'm not kissing you. I'm like, yes, you are. He's like, here. It's like, I'll wait it out. You'll come to me. Alex, bow or drill for fire starting?
Lighter.
Okay. As someone that sells like 3 different fire starters, did you guys see that? You want me to do it again? I'll do it again. You want me to do it again? You don't need to buy, like, I sell fancy fire starters and whatnot because people buy them, but like, lighters, they work. Just buy a shit ton of lighters. Keep a couple on you. I keep 2 on me at all times. Like, just keep a lighter.
Keeps it next to his 4 shovels.
Yeah, keep your lighter next to your 4 shovels and 3 gallons of water that you EDC. We are so cooked if we're talking about this elementary stuff where we are at this time. Okay, so you might think that we're so cooked from like teaching people the basics, but you do genuinely have to think about that there's a lot of people that are just getting started out. There's a lot of people that weren't taught these things. There are a lot of men that, you know, like grew up with like beta men, or they grew up like as fathers, or they grew up with no father at all. Or, you know, maybe they grew up like in the city. You know, like there's a lot of young men that just don't know simple things. And it's not that we're cooked. It's not that we're fucked because that men don't know basic skills. It's perfectly okay. Even in the current climate, right? Even with like how bad everything is, even with how bad money is, and with the state of the government and the state of America, all this. Don't get black-pilled on me. Don't get doomered on me because people are learning. It's perfectly okay that, you know, people don't know how to zero a rifle. It's perfectly okay that people don't know how to sew. It's perfectly okay that men don't know how to budget. It's perfectly okay not knowing things. Like, there's nothing wrong with not knowing things. There's everything wrong with saying that it's too far gone and it's too far to start learning now. Like, you can always start learning more skills, guys. You know, not to be like that guy, and it feels like a lot of times I'm just like that guy. But, you know, like it's perfectly okay to say that you don't know things. You know, and it's not, we're not cooked, we're not fucked. It's not so over because people don't know things. You know, it's fine. It's fine that you're understanding now that you need to learn things, or it's fine that you know that you need to learn things, et cetera, et cetera. It's okay. It's perfectly okay that we're all learning environment, guys. Learning environment, and, you know, if there's things that I know how to do that I can teach you guys, you know, like, please, by all means, you know, let me know, and I'll keep, like, a tally list. But I feel like this is a decent list, and I could probably knock this out in a day, and this would take minimal editing. But, yeah. Speaking of, Ian, for the next YouTube video, could you look up weather for next week? We need to try to for that drone footage. We need to try to find a day where it's not raining too heavily. How to start a business. I would say number one thing of how to start a business is don't go through LegalZoom. Don't go through any of these companies that say that it's like you can go through their company and they hold your hand through everything. Don't fucking do that. Because the first company that I started, I went through LegalZoom. And there's a bunch of other companies that are like LegalZoom. Don't go through those because they're going to take a percentage from you. And now you are locked into their subscription service for the entirety of your company. I had to dissolve my company to get away from LegalZoom. And then I started ODGG. Before ODGG, I was locked in with LegalZoom with the Tribal Mindset. And that was the name of the company. Like when I first started this, all of this, it was called the Tribal Mindset. Little lore dump for you guys that didn't know.
Wet.
Oh, it's just wet?
Wednesday we might get like a break in mid-afternoon.
Okay. We'll try to do our best, I guess.
A series of atmospheric rivers will provide rounds of increasingly impactful rain starting on Friday.
My military background is mostly mopping and sweeping floors. I got to play with machine guns a little bit as well. But it was mostly mopping floors. Getting yelled at. Yeah, I liked the Tribal Mindset. I thought it was a good name. I was cavalry and then I went on infantry. No combat deployments. RIP. Only mopping floors. Mopping parking lots.
Tuesday we might get a break.
I painted a lot of rocks. But I painted the hell out of those rocks. No, actually, I spent like... I probably spent like damn near like 50% of my fucking time in the army in the fucking field, man. Holy shit. It was wild how much I was in the field. And then I was at Campbell. They didn't have a fucking training cycle for us. Or they didn't have a deployment for us, so we just did fucking training cycles back to back. Yeah, I went from cavalry to infantry. I wanted to give it a try. It's the same job. It's probably because the army doesn't know how to use cavalry at all. But like, cavalry and infantry are like the same damn job. They do the same thing. Respect for the downgrade. Hey, I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see what the infantry life was all about. You walked a lot. That's the that's the secret. Cavalry, you have a vehicle and you walk a lot. Infantry, you don't have a vehicle and you walk a lot. It's about the only difference. Either way, you're walking a lot. You know, how about this? Okay, so I'd say the biggest difference between infantry and cavalry is at the end of the night, when I was cavalry, I got to sleep in the back of a striker. When I was infantry, at the end of the night, I got to sleep in my fart sack. Yeah. So, like, that was the biggest difference between cavalry and infantry, is just, like, you slept better with cavalry, and, like, infantry was just always mad at the cavalry guys for, like, you know, for that, and, like, fuck you guys, and it's like, yeah, well, you're just mad, because, you know, but, like, honestly, like, fuck, dude, man, I hated always maintaining a fucking truck, dude. Good lord. The army spends so much fucking money on maintenance, it's insane. I watch strikers die and fall apart so easily. Good lord, the striker was worthless. Striker was worthless. What a piece of shit.
Here comes Spurs.
About the striker?
Here comes Spurs.
Dude, fuck the striker and anyone that likes it. I don't care. I don't care who you are. The strikers look cool. The strikers look cool with the fucking the 155 on top of them. Like, that striker looked fucking cool as shit. The only issue with that striker, though, huh?
Was there only one in the battalion?
No, we had a couple. I think we had like 3. The only issue with the 155 version of the striker, though, is that, like, you had to park it backed up on a hill, and you had to angle the striker specifically at where you were shooting because it would flip the striker. Like they definitely like the fucking putting the 155 on a striker was an afterthought. Like, it's not made for that.
Were the turrets able to fully revolve?
I don't even fucking know, dude. We never used them. They were just there. We just had them. We just had to maintain them. They never got fucking used. I never saw one of those actually get fired. We just had them. Yeah, recoil. No, the LAVs are better in every fucking way. And the Humvees, and I know that everyone's gonna fucking hate me for this, but Humvees are pieces of shit too. Humvees are such pieces of shit. Dude, oh my god. Dude, I spent so much time. I got really good friends with mechanics though. Like, you had to be really good friends with the mechanics, but like, as cavalry, bro, man, you spent so much damn time in that motor pool. Oh my goodness. You spend so much time in that fucking motor pool. Fuck, man, I do not miss that shit. Such a... Army vehicles overall are just pieces of shit, bro. I'd rather walk.
And you did.
The vast majority of the time, I'd rather just fucking walk. All the Army vehicles, they're just pieces of shit, man. Is that the Vroom Vroom from Call of Duty? Yep. Weekly PMCS. Bro, ours wasn't even weekly, man. We were in that motor pool like at least like 3 days a week. I swear. Like, at least for me, because I was attached to infantry battalions the entire time. So like, if we weren't in the motor pool, we're at the fucking range. And if we weren't in the range, we're at the field. What is the best military vehicle in the world, in your opinion? Hold on. It's a tracked APC.
The old one?
Yeah, the old one.
M13, I believe is what you're saying.
It's M113? I believe. Hold on. Is it the M113? It is the... I actually remembered. Yep, M113. If I could get any military vehicle, that's probably... I would love like 4 of those. Yeah, if I get 4 M113s, and then, you know, like extra track, and then probably a fucking Hemet to repair them. No, M113s are really cool. I would love to have an up armored APC, but if I'm going any military vehicle, the first thing I'm going to get is either a 5-ton or a deuce and a half. That is actually going to be the my first go-tos. If I was going to get any vehicle, I'm probably going to go 5-ton or deuce and a half first. That's going to be my my go-to.
You want to wrap up?
Yeah. Oh snap! This would conclude tonight's live, guys. I know that this isn't as long of a live as I usually go, but I at least wanted to hop on, give you guys a little bit of consistency, and at least stream this week at all. Got a lot of shenanigans going on this week. Got some good training stuff. I'm gonna try to make a... You guys should have a YouTube video hitting the channel Sunday morning. I'm gonna do my best to have a high effort, high octane video going over some products that I am testing, that I've been sent to test. Some good reviews, some bad reviews, and there's probably going to be some drama, and it's probably going to be an interesting fallout. But yeah, look forward to seeing you guys again. Appreciate you. Do something to better yourself this weekend. Go to the range, go work out, do something to better yourself this weekend. But appreciate you guys. We're going to make it. Never fucking black pill.